Hi, can you give me a 10 regular, please? 10 regular. 07675. Oh. Hey, Bobby McNutt, what's up? Tony got a bunch of privacy strikes. Can you explain, please? Well, yeah, again, it's this pedophile robot who is, now again trying to remove content from YouTube. Not only does this pedophile robot try to remove talent from YouTube, but now it's trying to remove content from YouTube. So there's that. Will I take it down? No, I won't. I absolutely will not. And don't worry, I recorded everything. I'm just going to upload it onto my new channel. And you guys will all see it. It will be amazing. Hold on, I got to get my fuel. I don't need a receipt. Thank you, sir. Ooh. Let's get in here. And again, this just is going to add on to the harassment that YouTube allows to happen here. And, it is what it is. My day will come, and I will eventually go after YouTube for this. But first, we need to nail the pedophile robot and get him arrested. So, dude, you obviously think weekends are on an everyday occurrence. You won't have time to do a comp. Yes, I will, dude. Did you see how fast I drew the Melton John thing? I drew the Melton John thing in like 15 minutes. That took me 15 minutes. So, guys, please unsubscribe from Michelle K. Please unsubscribe from Michelle K. That fucking useless, unforgiving, or ungrateful cunt, Michelle K. Unsub now. Yo, Camilo in Paris, what's up? That looks nothing like Melton John. You are horrible. If it does, that absolutely looks like Melton. I mean, I might have made the nose a little bigger and the double chin a little bigger, but that's Melton John. Guys, listen, it's a character. It's a character, Melton John. It's a character. It's not a portrait, asshole. You don't do portraits in comic books. I'm sorry. I don't know if you know anything about comic books. If you want me to do a portrait, I'll do a portrait. I don't know if you get it. I don't know if you get it. You say you get it, but I don't think you do. You're not smart enough. Oh. And I'll do the comic book on a live stream. I'll draw the comic book on a live stream. What do you think about that? I don't care. I'll make it up as I go. I'm a fucking genius. I can do whatever I want. Whatever I want. Nothing holds me back. I mean, if I'm not interested in it, I won't participate. Just like these privacy strikes. I don't give a fuck. I mean, dude, I was looking at my analytics. My analytics alone, not up like 50%, up like 200 something percent. What are you fucking kidding me? Dude, you don't care about anything, do you? Well, I don't care about YouTube because the only thing I care about YouTube, the only thing I really care about with YouTube is suing YouTube and getting a big payout. Trust me, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, man. I'm documenting all of this. All of this. Hmm. And again, YouTube has never struck down the Botter channel. Never. Botter ran and hid. Botter's hiding his ass. That's what Botter's doing. Doesn't try to hurt you. Would you care then? No, I'd put a gun to their mouth and fucking pull the trigger. That's what I would do if someone from YouTube tried to come and hurt me. That's what I would do. I wouldn't care. I dare. Again, I dare any of you. I dare any of you. It's my dream. It's my fantasy. Make my dreams come true. You want to turn me into the Kyle Rittenhouse of the interwebs? Go ahead. Go ahead. You have a right to protect yourself in this country. Uh, Butter Kawino. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, obviously you're out of here. No, John Camillo was right. John Camillo said, "Don't give this guy any attention. He doesn't have a channel anymore. He's dead. He's done. He's cooked. No more attention whatsoever." And watch. I'm sure the phone calls will start very soon. Guess what? I'm not going to pick up. I'm not going to pick up. I'm not going to pay attention to this loser anymore. This loser is trying very, very hard, very, very hard to get attention. Very hard, and it's not working. Uh, I made myself some coffee this morning. It's pretty shitty. It's pretty shitty coffee.
Hey guys, it's Noodles. Yeah, the Chronicles of Anderson Henderson will be out soon. Again, this is a rough sketch. This took me about half an hour to do. So we're gonna do a John.
Sorry, guys. It's extremely rainy out. Bad. Yeah, no. You know, guys, don't refer to this guy as that. Refer to him as pedophile robot. Pedophile robot or pedbot. Boop boop doop 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 boop 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 doo 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 boop doo 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 boop boop doo boop 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 boop. No, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. I don't know if you know that. It's the other way around. And again, Botter ran off of YouTube because Noodles went to the police. Think about that. Botter goes to the police all the time on about Noodles, and Noodles never runs away. Never runs away. He never even hides his channels. Boop boop doo 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 doo. Boop 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 doo doo boop boop. Ooh. No, that's not what happened. Noodles tricked Pedbot into thinking he was leaving Nelson's, and then Noodles came back, and Pedbot got angry and started shouting, "Get him off! Get him off! Get him off now!" It's not happening. If I want to. It was one of those affairs. Well, Noodles had to go to sleep last night, guys. I don't know if you know that Noodles has a real job. Unlike most of these people. Well, Headbot is a bully. That's what Headbot is. Headbot will go around and try to kick people off fucking live streams. They'll try to put privacy strikes against you. Again, who cares? Who cares? The only person who cares is Headbot. At least I don't care. The only thing it does is make me more successful on YouTube, uh, and it builds my case even harder. Gracie, that's not true. It might have worked on old fat men, but you know, drunk fat men, but not this fat man. I mean, man, Yo, Rocco and Nelly, what's up, man? How are you? Nelson, you had a great live stream last night. Great live stream. Nelson, he's blocked. He's blocked. What a bitch. What a fucking bitch this fucking ped bot is. Nelson, this ped bot doesn't have a channel anymore. So now this ped bot, and put it to you this way. If this ped bot, John Camillo was correct. If this ped bot did try to fucking start a live stream, no one would go. Nobody would go. The only content that this person has is us. And we're not participating anymore. John Camillo was right. John Camillo was correct. Oh god, it's fucking hot. Nelson, I don't know about you, but I'm unsubscribing from Michelle K. She's finally done it, and now she's, she's running out of places to go, and I guarantee you that she's going to be going to John Camillo's ASAP. ASAP, Nelson. John Camillo will swoop her up. John Camillo will make her feel safe, and it's going to be unfortunate. I mean, it should be funny, but she's an idiot. She forgets that everyone fucks her over, or at least she pretends like she does, and then she tries to get them, and it's like, dude, what are you doing? And here's the thing: I can go to her house anytime I want and break her fingers. I can do whatever. No more lies. No more lies in the comment section, please. No more lies. Oh, definitely. You gotta push that button, Nelly. That pet bot has a fucking virus. Has a big virus. It was cool to see Marcelo Rome last night. Noodles likes to be retaliated against for some reason. Well, I like fighting. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, then don't fight. I don't know. No, we won't. I'm sorry. We will not. The guy, listen, whoever that pedophile robot is, I'm telling you right now, done. He had his day, or it had his day, and it ruined it. It ruined it. It could have had something amazing with me, but it didn't. And now it's mad. It's frustrated. But again, I didn't fucking do that. The pedophile robot did that, not me. Boop, boop, doo, 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 doo. Boop, boop, boo, doo, 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 doo. Hey, Gizzarella Sticks. Yeah, Nelson. Nelson, my next draw, I'm gonna do a real Camillo drawing very soon. That should be good. I'm gonna do. I don't think who else I'll do. Oh, it's like you know what it's like driving through here. It's like every Monday, people. I guess people maybe they don't drive on the weekends or something, and they forget how to drive. Come Monday. Now everything's fucking backed up. It's only 6. Well, listen, Green Bay Wacky is a very good friend of mine, and so is Cab 7. I'm a big supporter of Green Bay Wacky and Cab 7. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad. Too bad. In fact, one of the big things that I was yelled at when I first came here. Don't bring any of these drama people here. Well, guess what I'm going to bring? I'm going to bring the drama people here. The drama bitches. Guess what? What do you think about that? What do you think about that? People have been telling me don't do this, don't do that. Why am I listening to them? They're all losers. They're all big time losers. I'm going to bring all these drama bitches here. I'm going to make them feel safe here. And not only that, but maybe the big donators will be introduced to some really good drama channels, and I'll bring them over here, and they'll take everybody's money. They'll take all the donators' money. This is. I just realized this, Nelson. By the way, these fucking people, these people who are in here are very lucky, and they want to stay away from the drama community because they don't want anyone taking their money. Well, guess what? Guess what? I'm bringing them here. I'm bringing these drama mamas here, and they're going to take everybody's money. They're going to take everybody's money, and you guys are going to be so mad, so fucking mad. And guess what? I'm going to get a piece. I'm going to get a piece. You're not. We're having a. Oh well, I didn't do it because people were saying don't bring that community over here, and I didn't know if I wanted to go there and ruin their thing. But you know what? I want them to come here and ruin everybody else's shit. How about that? How about that? Oh, I guarantee it. I guarantee you, Pedbot's been doing that. But here's the thing: Pedbot doesn't have any more power. Hey, Dorian, what's up? How are you? Pedbot doesn't have any power. Doesn't even have a fucking channel because he's hiding. He's hiding. I'll go. Let the pet bot talk to her. I don't care. Again, pet bot doesn't have any power here. No power whatsoever. Powerless. Get my easy pass. All right. Headbot does not have what I have, and what I have is absolute talent. What's going on over here? Here, hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guy. Berg's just woke up. Berg's just woke up, and he's telling me, "Oh, I just woke up. I just passed out last night. What's going on?" I said, "I'm live." He goes, "Oh, you're live? Oh, what's this? Unsub from Michelle K. Well, talk about Michelle K. Why are you talking about this pet bot? Like, I thought you weren't listening, dude. I thought you just woke up." Yes, absolutely disgusting. Right, Dory. Nobody wants a man like that in their lives. Nobody. Nobody wants a man like that. They want a hero. They want a real hero.
Hey guys, it's Noodles. Yeah, the Chronicles of Anderson Henderson will be out soon. Again, this is a rough sketch. This took me about half an hour to do. So we're gonna do a John Camillo. We're gonna do a rough sketch John Camillo, of course, and he's gonna be battling Anderson Henderson. Abby's gonna be involved. Probably Witty Widow. Again, guys, we will get the final drafts and the final sketches to see exactly how these will work out. But here's the first one of Anderson Henderson. I made him more masculine, more heroic, but we will get John Camillo as a pathetic a fat guy, so don't worry about it.
And Bergs, you're next. Bergs, you're next. You think that you're gonna fucking somehow slip through my artistic fingers? I don't think so. I don't think so, Bergs. Your character is coming up next. There's gonna be a lot of shadows. A lot of shadows with that one. Uh, uh, no, Berg's just called me off. Berg's is 100% right. He goes, why the fuck are you talking about this pet bot when you should be talking about that video that fucking cat put up, kitten cat? I'm like, yeah, but dude, everyone saw it. He goes, so what? He goes, you realize how bad that was, right? I was like, well, yeah. He goes, well, why are you laughing? What do you mean? He goes, dude, he stole Christmas toys going to, kids who aren't as, privileged as myself. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. I never had a Christmas like that. Never had a Christmas like that. I had the most fancy, the most luxurious Christmases ever. I never had a Christmas like that where my parents had to go get fucking shoes out of the fucking the bin. I should be talking about John. John. I understand why John did that. All right, John. What John did wasn't illegal. All right, but what John did was kind of like scummy. It was utterly scum. So basically, John Camillo goes to a fucking drop box for like for a clothing drop, whatever. I don't know if you guys have them out by you. I'm sure they're everywhere. And sometimes, these boxes get so overflowed, or they're so packed that there's no more room inside these boxes. So people put them in bags, and supposedly that's illegal. You can't do that, by the way, Bergs. You can't leave bags of clothes outside those boxes. And that's what happened. I mean, I don't want to elaborate on the story, but dude, that's what happened. That is kind of scummy. Bergs is 100% right. 100% right. But again, man, you know, the person who left those there like that also did something illegal. And in my opinion, if I was defending Camillo, which I am, Camillo was technically just cleaning up. And if you don't like that, I'm sorry, but that's what happened. Camillo was cleaning out the trash, taking out the trash, and he was making money doing it. There should be a law because I remember when I was a garbage man. Actually, Johnny What used to do this. He would find blankets, whatever he found in the garbage, he would put on eBay and sell it. You know, that's what and they've been doing this for a very long time. This isn't anything new. This isn't like a new story here. This isn't a new invention. John Camillo. Hey Stella, what's up? How are you? Stella, I was just talking about you the other night. Last night, actually. Uh-oh. The pet bot's calling. Oh. Well, let me see. Let me answer this. Hung up. They just. Well, let me see if I answer this with Bill. Hold on. Will not end the stream. The stream is staying up. I miss you too, Stella. Stella, you got to see all these privacy strikes I got, or privacy complaints. You know, these people are coming after my channel hard again, Stella. Big time. And when you realize what it's about, you know, it's kind of pathetic because it's about jealousy. That's all it's about. It's about jealousy. And again, the person who's doing it doesn't even have a channel anymore. Doesn't even have a channel, ran away from YouTube because they're being investigated for child exploitation photos. So, in my opinion, I win. I'm the winner. The pedophile robot has never ever got me to hide anything. Nothing. What was Camilla going through? Well, what happened was John Camillo was going through a drop, like one of those bins where like people put used toys and all this stuff and clothing, and you know sometimes the bins get too overflowed. They get too packed, and they leave stuff on the outside. John Camillo sees this when he's at a shop, right? And he says, "Oh, I'm going to make some money." So he goes through the bags, he takes the toys out, he takes the good sneakers. All this. That was meant for children. That was going to children who weren't as lucky as me. Rubber Tramp is trying to take my channel down. Who the fuck is Rubber Tramp? No. Again, I mean, you know, YouTube's going to act on these privacy complaints, but they're not going to act on anything that this pet bot has done. You know. And again, this is all I'm compiling all of this so that when there is a lawsuit, I'm going to jump on this lawsuit. I'm going to sue YouTube and Google, and I'm going to put the pet bot behind bars. Yeah, it is. It is, Jasmine. You know, it's funny, but Berg's yelled at me before. He's like, "Why are you laughing at that? That's not funny. That's fucked up." And for Bergs to have to tell me that, I kind of felt ashamed, and I told him, "You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right." But Kitten Kat, I'm telling you right now, Kitten Kat is the best, the absolute best. I know the Jews, and I know, fucking Bergs doesn't want to hear it, but I'm telling you, who else is gonna do that? That was great. Oh my god. Ew, so disgusting. Hey, Dorian Gray, how are you? I gotta get a fucking air in my tire. Hopefully, it takes me back to Jersey this afternoon. I want to fucking change a flat. It's on the highway. Can't do that, actually. It's very dangerous. And plus, it's the outer wheel. I mean, well, no, I couldn't because I had to pull over to the. No, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm not getting any notifications from you. Yeah, neither am I, Stella. What the fuck's up with that? I just noticed that last night. I'm not getting any. I don't know what the fuck that is. And that's actually why I was talking about you the other night, Stella, or last night. Because I was talking to someone that normally isn't here. But I was like, so that woman Stella, like, I know she went live, but I'm not getting notified. I'm subbed to her. I don't see her coming over here anymore. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm in Oklahoma. Family is coming here for Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoy. Enjoy. Maybe the pet bot shadow banned you. Oh, maybe. Maybe. I mean, I'm still getting great views. You know, for a channel that has under 300 fucking subscribers, I'm getting 500 views. You know, 800 views, 900 views. I put it to you this way: whatever this pet bot has been doing, you know, it hasn't been working. It's been working in my favor. And I'm not even trying that hard. Imagine if I tried. Oh my god! Like I don't really. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like stress in my life. I don't like deadlines. I don't like any of this shit. So what I do? Whoa, 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 whoa! That was a fucking manhole. There's gonna be a big accident over there. A big fucking accident. Wow, that's crazy. There's a manhole, like a manhole cover that's just gone. There's a big hole in the like right on the West Side Highway. Big hole right in the West Side Highway. Like my car would have fucking fell in that if I wasn't driving correctly. Hey, Violator, what's up? And I think this is really bothering people too, so I'm just gonna keep on playing. Oh God, the Bergs cartoon is coming up very, very shortly. Very shortly. Oh well, you're not gonna be talking to any of my super fans like that. You will not talk to any of my super fans like that. There you go, Violator. There you go. Wait, what? Violator, stop. For what? What did she send you $100 for? 'Cause I know that fucking bitch has got it now. What did she get? Why did she send you that fucking money? Seasons, you better not have seasons. You better not have. God damn it. Whatever, man. Oh, oh, yeah. Dude, you can try all you want, dude. It's not going to work. It is not going to work. Sorry, dude. It's not going to work, bro. Thank you, Violator. Please do that. Please. That's my money, Violator. Put it to you that way. That's my money. I don't need you. I don't need you taking $100 from Seasons. Mm. Oh, what a delicious day. Very hydrating. Dude, get in your lane, motherfucker. I'll just keep on playing this. Oh my god. Well, I can't. Hey, yo, machine gun. Crystal meth machine gun. What's up? How are you? Big fan. Big fan. Woo! Wait, no one sent you money. Why? What's? Oh, you're joking about that then? I don't know. I'm just keeping this live stream going and trying to prove a point to everybody that I can bring the views and do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, guys, on the exit one, guys, this is exit one. DR. Now we're going to exit two. Did you guys know that exit two is actually the Brooklyn Bridge off the F? Do you know that? Hold on, is this Bergs? Oh, it is Bergs. Hold on. This guy fucking Bergs wants John Camillo gone so bad because he's done this. Listen, Bergs, it's a scummy thing to do. It's a scummy thing to do, but I'm telling you right now, how this guy's going to play it. He's going to say, Bergs, he's going to say, you cannot leave bags or items like that outside the box. You can't do it. There's no law. There is no law against removing those bags. I'm sorry, dude. That's how John's going to play it. But yes, and maybe John's going to say, well, if those people really wanted those kids to get it, they shouldn't have left it out in the rain. Maybe they should have brought it to a facility. That's how he's going to play it, dude. I'm telling you. He's yelling at me. He's screaming at me. Bergs, I get it. It's a scumbag move, dude. I don't have to fucking tell everybody. Everybody knows. And this is supposedly someone that Lolly Cunningham is in love with. And Lolly Cunningham gives to all these organizations that help children and shit, while John Camillo is stealing from those organizations. Think about that. John Camillo steals from those organizations, and Lolly Cunningham gives. I'm not viewbotting any of it. I don't know what this person's talking about. But the person's out of here. Well, it could be a mental illness. You're absolutely right. Hey, poor dirt farmer. What's up? How are you? I don't know what the law would say about that. And no offense, but all right, Bergs, you don't like it, so what? What are you gonna do about it? I mean, what can you do about it except publicly shame this guy? You're not gonna take him to court over it. You're not gonna throw him in jail. What are you gonna do? Beat him up? Oh, great. Cops are coming. Fuck out of here. Oh. Oops. Oh. I mean, I don't have any advice for any of you people about this. And this isn't like it's the first time it's ever happened. I mean, who is really to blame here? Who's really to blame here? John Camillo, or the people, who left the fucking who left the toys out there like that? Seriously. All right, I'm parking this fucking shithole. All right. Oh, dude, I got out of there, bro. I got out of there. I'm in a parking lot in Brooklyn right now, just waiting for them to leave. Happy fuck the cops day, everyone. Well, I don't know if I've told you guys this, but during during the whole Black Lives Matters protests and the Antifa shit that was going on over here, the bridge is right there, right? So what they did was they marched all up and down the bridge. They destroyed it. They spray painted it. They set fires on the bridge. They even beat up a couple cops on the bridge. All this shit. And then they went all the way down the other side into Manhattan, right? And they popped up tents. They all put tents up and they fucking squatted illegally in some park, right? And I would cut through there every day coming back from work, and I would see these people just having fires over there, barbecue. You can't do that, right? Can't do that. You get a ticket. And I'm watching this happen every day. And then I'm noticing that I'm in Brooklyn and they're ticketing cars for maybe not parking correctly. They're towing cars. Like, these are people that were going to work. These were people that were going to work. They were harassing people who were working. And you got to remember, when they tow your car, you're talking about like $500 to get it out of tow. It's not cheap. And if you get a ticket, if you're lucky and you get a ticket, it's about $90 to $100. And these fucking cops just sat there while there was spray paint over all these fucking buildings and these companies, these private companies. Windows were smashed out. And these fucking cops just sat there. They just stood there with their arms crossed. Just watching this shit. Yeah, a violator. When people there was a thing. There was a group going around removing the spray paint from buildings in Manhattan, right? Like, they were going around donating their time to remove the spray paint and the vandalism, and they were actually getting attacked by these BLM and Antifa people for removing the spray paint. And they were saying it was racist that they were removing it. And I thought to myself, well, okay, let's all go to their Bergs. No, I'm not talking about John anymore. Let's all go to their houses and spray paint their houses. Let's see how they like it. And then when they remove it, yell at them. Oh my God, what do you want, dude?
Oh God.
Bergs is so fucking angry right now, guys. So fucking angry. Unfucking real. But my point is about this fucking BLM shit. And here's another thing. Here's another thing. This whole Kyle Rittenhouse crap. Check this out. This was from 9 years ago. 9 years ago, the NAACP. 9 years ago, there was a black man who shot a white man that was holding a knife, that was confronted him at his own house, the black man's house. The black man shoots this guy in self-defense, right? kills the guy, and then gets thrown in prison, and the NAACP was up in arms. But where was the NAACP? Where was the NAACP when Kyle Rittenhouse was being accused of the same shit? The reason why you didn't see the NAACP is because the NAACP only sticks up. Check this out.
Frustration. You've got to go back some 6 years to the day her husband shot and killed a man. John McNeil claimed he did so in self-defense on his own property only after getting a call from his son, who claimed that Brian Epp, a contractor who built the family's home, had threatened him with a knife. When McNeil arrived, the two men argued. As Epp moved towards him, McNeil fired a warning shot into the ground, then shot Epp. Anita says her husband did what any parent would do, but as she continues to fight...
Where was the NAACP? Where was the NAACP when this happened to fucking Kyle Rittenhouse? Think about it. Well, Violator, my point is that, no one points out that the NAACP doesn't stick up for white people. They only stick up for black people. Think about that. In what case has the NAACP ever stuck up for a white person? Dog Lips is in jail for pulling a knife on Sam. He was inside his camper. Cops didn't take Sam to jail, though. Really? I don't know. Oh, yeah, Kyle will be rich soon. He'll be like that fucking Eric Sandman or whatever the fuck his name was. Absolutely. That kid don't have to work for the rest of his life. Well, listen, because Street Life, people pick and choose. People pick and choose, Street Life. Tell me what you think about this, seriously. Tell me what you think about this.
Frustration. You've got to go back some 6 years to the day her husband shot and killed a man. John McNeil claimed he did so in self-defense on his own property only after getting a call from his son, who claimed that Brian Epp, a contractor who built the family's home, had threatened him with a knife. When McNeil arrived, the two men argued. As Epp moved towards him, McNeil fired a warning shot into the ground, then shot Epp. Anita says her husband did what any parent would do, but as she continues to fight for his freedom, she now faces her own battle with terminal cancer.
Even though I am battling this disease, I'm free, and he's not.
Is the world to believe that you cannot protect your children and your property if you are a black man in Georgia?
The case has become a rallying cry for civil rights leaders who question whether self-defense laws are inherently biased. They insist McNeil should have been protected by what's known as the Castle Doctrine, a legal protection for people who use deadly force on their own property if threatened with deadly force.
Whether it be Trayvon Martin in Florida or whether it be John McNeil here in Georgia, we are victims on both ends of the gun.
Right. That's right.
Prosecutor Pat Head says race had nothing to do with his decision to try McNeil for murder.
CNN, guys, CNN found it very important to do this piece 9 years ago. 9 years ago. This is from 9 years ago. CNN found it very important to do this piece. And what does a woman's cancer have to do with a man defending himself? CNN. What does a woman having cancer have anything to do with a man defending himself and being put in jail for defending himself against another man with a knife? CNN. And for street life to say, why is Noodles always bring up the race card? That was CNN. CNN brought that up. Street life. And you want to see something else? You want to see something else? You want to see how the news brings up race all the time? There was a shooting a couple days ago in Philadelphia, right? Of three black young men, and they had to add in the fact that the three black men were shot by a Chinaman, a hard-working Chinaman, Chinese immigrant. They had to throw that in there. They didn't want you thinking that a hard-working white man did it, because there's no such thing, right? Let's check it out. You'll see the hypocrisy.
Well, Philadelphia police are also investigating an attempted robbery that ended in a deadly shooting. A food delivery man fought back when 3 armed robbers approached as he arrived home in the city's Mayfair section overnight. Let's go to Action News reporter Jacqueline Lee live at police headquarters, and Jacqueline's security cameras in that neighborhood recorded the whole thing.
That's right, Walter, and police are reviewing the footage. Now, multiple neighbors tell me that the suspects were actually waiting for the victim before trying to rob him. Those neighbors call the victim brave. Saturday night around 12:15 a.m., the victim in an attempted robbery in Mayfair turns the tables on armed suspects. We're blurring the video to protect eyewitnesses, but here you can see the victim near the door of his house.
He was coming home, taking a break from his job delivering food for an online food delivery service. He went inside his home with some food for his family. Upon coming out the rear door in the back alleyway behind the 3200 block of Longshore Avenue, he was confronted by 3 black males, at least 2 of whom were pointing guns at him, demanding money.
Police say the victim told the suspects that money was in his car. As one suspect started looking for it, the victim pulled out his gun and started shooting.
I don't really like violence, but it's in self-defense. So if he didn't shoot them, they might have shot him. So I think in that case, there's not much he can, do.
Neighbors say the area is filled with Brazilian and Chinese immigrants, people who work hard and for long hours. They call the victim brave.
It's really good that the victim actually be able to defend himself, because other people wouldn't have a gun or wouldn't be able to defend themselves.
Officials say 2 of the men were hit several times by bullets and taken to the hospital. 1 remains in critical condition. The second suspect died from his injuries, both about 20 years old.
What does it matter if they're Brazilian or Chinese immigrants that work long, hard hours? I mean, I work long, hard hours. And? I mean, do you have to be Brazilian or fucking Chinese and work long, hard hours to defend yourself? Did you notice that they did that? I'm just trying to prove a point. And my antique toys that are now considered racist has nothing to do with racism or me being racist. I collect antiques. Oh, well, Dirt Farmer, I don't know if you know this, but just the other day, there was a kid outside Starbucks in California who got hit in the head and died, by the way, guys. He got hit in the head and died. He got hit in the head with a skateboard and died. You guys can go check that out. Yeah, it's that and the NAACP. I'm telling you right now, the NAACP is a racist organization. They only defend black people. I mean, can you imagine if there was an organization that only defended white people? Let's stop picking and choosing what these fucking people do, or what you agree with them doing. I'm telling you, this is all racist, all of it. And again, the mayor of Boston. No one really knows about the mayor, but no one really cares about the mayor of Boston. But every fucking article that I've read on the mayor of Boston, she's the first Asian American woman to be mayor. That's what they're praising her over. She could be the shittiest human being on the face of the earth, but the fact that she's an Asian female, they gotta put that in there. They got look up any article you want on the current mayor of Boston. All right. Well, if it's the KKK, would you have a problem with that? The KKK is equivalent to the NAACP. Yeah, exactly. They have to keep putting that shit in there. I don't know why. They always say, "Oh, race doesn't matter. Race doesn't matter." Yeah, it does. You talk about it all the time. You bring it up every fucking time there's an issue, and the issue is big or is bigger depending on the race of the human being it happened to. Yeah, the kid's dead. The kid's fucking dead. Oh yeah. Mr. Bird, Mr. Bird. You would think that no one would show up to that guy's fucking funeral. That guy fucking died, and all of a sudden, like Bill Clinton was there. I think even Osama bin Laden. Barack Hussein Obama was there, paying their respects to Grand Dragon, fucking Ku Klux, Cyclops Wizard, fucking whatever Bird, Senator Bird. And they always bring up nepotism. When Trump was elected, all of a sudden all you heard was nepotism. What do you think? What do you think the Kennedys are? What do you think this fucking Hunter Biden shit is? All the Kennedys got in there because of nepotism. And just for the record, all right, the Kennedys, the father was a fucking felon. He was a bootlegger. That's how that family made their fucking riches. They didn't make it like Trump did, where the father did real estate. You guys want to pick and choose. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, dude, I know. You notice how they're Violator. They're being very careful about releasing the info on this guy. This guy's in custody, by the way. This guy's in custody. They're being very careful about releasing this info. I wonder why. Well, Stella, my point is that they have like real diehard like fans. And most of these people, like I've started to realize that there's people that are just activists out there. Like, for instance, these doctors that are insisting that biology no longer exists in human beings, but in animals it does for some reason. Like, an animal can't decide if it's female or male. They're activists. These people that come up here and tell you, oh, nepotism. The Trumps are all about nepotism. They're activists because they know full well about all the other nepotism, or all the rest of the nepotism that's going on in DC. They know full well, but they're going after this one specific family. When one of the fucking Kennedys dies, the world's got to stop. Everyone's got to be in fucking mourning. I'm not saying anything bad about the Kennedys. The Kennedys are their own people, all right? They're their own family. They do what they do, whatever, all right? I'm talking about these fucking people that are holding them up on like this pedestal. They're activists. And you could be an activist teacher, you could be an activist doctor, an activist politician, an activist cop. Politicians are behind most of the crimes being committed. I believe that. And you know what? We're supposed to be worried about John Camillo stealing a couple pair of shoes and some toys from a bunch of fucking poor kids. Come on, no offense, but like there'll always be used pairs of shoes and use clothes and use toys. I'm sorry. In fact, there was so much of them that day that the person who fucking dropped it off couldn't fit it in the fucking bin. Let's not worry about a couple fucking pairs of shoes and some toys that John Camillo scumbaggedly, and that's a real scumbag move, John. Real scumbag move, but I get it. And people are in shock. People are in shock over this for some fucking reason. For what reason, I don't fucking know. I got a text. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta send out a text. Maybe John needed closing. Well, no, he needed money. That's what he needed. Oh. Well, obviously that's a lie. That's a lie, Stella. I don't think she's. I mean, listen, Lolly does give people stuff, but she's not giving people like thousands and thousands of dollars. And if she is, she gets it back somehow. The other thing is, Lolly's supposed to be this fucking person who, you know, uh, you know, donates to all these charities for children, and John Camillo's stealing from her. Think about it. How fucked up is that? I mean, how the fuck do you do that, Stella? Yeah, she hooks Anderson up with some like books, and like we're supposed to believe that she's like the fucking she's fucking Mother Teresa. It's all play on people's fucking emotions, and you got to remember that, or at least I got to remember that there's a lot of people out here. Berg's even pointed it out. He goes, you know, there's a lot of people on disability here, people are on welfare, and when they see this shit, they think that there's like a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. When Lolly comes around, it's like, oh my god, like finally our savior. No, no, I'm telling you guys, this person's not going to save you. Lolly is not your savior. So like, it sucks because these people truly believe in this shit. They truly believe that Lolly is going to save the day. Meanwhile, think about it. John Camilla's driving around in a fucking broken down fucking van. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the inside of that fucking thing. The guy's driving around in a broken fucking van, and Lolly's supposed to be a fucking millionaire. Where's John's new van? This is her love. This is the love of her life. Yeah, I know. I already know her. Let me see if I can go inside. Hold on. I'm gonna put on my mask. Morning. Terrible. It's raining now, man. Nah, nah, that's not cold. I'm sure it will get cold while that when I leave. Thank you, sir. Good. Walk around. So they're redoing this floor in Etsy. It's lovely. No one's here yet. This is what's kind of good about coming in early. Is like no one's here. I get to walk around and see what is going on. So basically, since this is an older building, something that they have this perimeter heating that goes along. So there has to be something that controls this. And unfortunately, this building is kind of old. This might have been an area that people haven't been in a while, so you got to figure out how to control these. And I have to find the wires, find out what they're hooked up to. And then over here, this is very interesting, guys. See these pillars, these columns? That New York City was informed out, and when they built all these buildings, they built them with these columns. These are columns, they don't make them with that anymore. Yeah, columns. She thinks there was a attack or some kind of bombing in New York City. These buildings would have stayed up, supposedly. This is all me. John, look at this. This is all aluminum in here, John. There's a lot of copper. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Solomons are the best, man. Actually, you know what? I had a real big problem with these fucking things when I bought them. They were, dude, I'd say about a month. Yeah, what do these people care, Stella? What do they care? Phone number. Okay, I got another email. Oh, it's from Etsy. Side. But when I walked around here, I saw this. So you know there's a fluid under there that's being controlled. And I looked up here, and there's little tight white wires four conductor wires that look daisy chained throughout the building. But the thing is that this shit's cut. So I don't really know where it's going, but I do know this, that it's going through this conduit and it's going to that pipe. So was there a VAV there before? I don't know. I don't know what was up there before because this is all new shit. And this is what it's like when you come into these jobs And they tell you basically, hey, figure it out. It looks simple. It's like they're using a four conductor. It looks like there's three wire nuts there. So it's probably just power and signal, maybe. I don't know. Morning. This one's still on. For some reason. This one's still on. This was the company I used to work for, this automated logic. And this used to be like high tech back in the day. And what it would do, right? Not only was it a thermostat, but it was also an occupancy sensor. It was a fucking carbon monoxide sensor, all this crap. It could tell you how many people were in the room. And it would all go back to a computer. This thing would all go back to a computer. This is old too. This is old. It would go back to a computer. It would do some like fucking mathematical equation with a bunch of hystereses or whatever the fuck it is, and blah blah blah, and it would calculate everything to make the building more efficient. It would even tell you how much fucking heat the light was putting off, so that it could tell the building what to put out. And that's old. Now they have this shit now. It's like, dude, they can tell if you fart in the room, you know? It's weird, but there's still power going through there. I think it's from this one because I see a light on there. I don't know why this area right here would be serving that room. This is what's fucked up because they just put all this shit in. So now I don't know the way the airflow is going. I gotta figure all this shit out. No, it's okay. It's okay. Sorry that you're going through that, Stella. Going from mechanical room. So here's the air handler, and I believe that what's going on here is this air handler. It's air handler unstacked on top of air handler, so it goes up. There's a riser, all this fucking crap. Now here's the heart of the building. Well, actually, not the heart, but one of the So this is technically like a repeater. So that means that there's a bigger device reading everything in this building somewhere else in this building. I don't know where. I have no fucking clue. All right. This looks like I believe this might be an AMR, which means that if there's any other devices in here that aren't talking on BACnet, then it could read it and it could give it commands. So this is what loops everything together on this floor that goes down to a bigger router, and it's just bouncing and bouncing off of each other, and it eventually goes out into the universe, and you could basically be on Mars and be able to control this building. Here's a BTU meter. This is a very old BTU meter. Very old. I think this is what we're controlling. That's what I think we're controlling in there. That would make sense. Look how dirty these filters are. This would be a good business to get into, especially if you lived in an area like this. You could just go around changing filters in these buildings. But a filter changing company. It's dirty filter. Very dirty. Look at that. Oh my god. So this is a mammoth unit. There's firebox. I don't control. This is an old fucking this is an old back view. They don't use these anymore. That's how old this building is. CES Integrated Control Systems, unit status, mechanical cooling, supplier. Yeah, so I don't know. They got to get something new in here. This thing's fucking old as fuck. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I don't do the programming, Stella. I don't do the programming. They have programmers that come in here. They program all this shit. But yeah, it's to balance the BTUs, and I'm assuming that. Let's open this up. Well, I'm assuming that this is reading off of one of the water pipes somewhere. But this is how complex these buildings are. Every device in this building, all of this shit is being seen on a computer. Oh, like someone in this building knows that this thing's open right now, and they don't have to come in here and check it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is old equipment. They just basically, what they'll do is they'll just fucking they'll put an AMR, what we call it, and it basically goes to any device, and it can read any device, any status. I mean, this ain't hard, but like you're just basically reading, hey, listen, this thing's giving out, I don't know what, 24 volts, maybe 120, 24 volts. If it's giving out 24 volts, that means that it's supposed to be on. It's supposed to be open, and that's how they read it. But they have to fucking integrate to all this fucking equipment here. That might be it right there. See that pipe? There's a box attached to that pipe, the meter on it. That might be part of the BTU meter. Can't have that like that. That's supposed to be covered. This was the IT room. Can't be the IT room. Yeah, they get what they'll get is they'll get alarms. Yeah. They get alarms in whatever form you want. If you want them text, if you want them emailed, if you want them whatever. And you know, the building manager, the building engineer will get them. And he could be anywhere in the world and he'll get them. You know, this building, he can communicate with this building and make things work or turn things off, turn things on, turn things off, you know, from anywhere in the world. Yeah, so I think what they're doing is they're going to put stats in here and use them as occupancy sensors. But I don't even know. And then if you go up to the sixth, oh, what a fucking nightmare there. I'm actually dreading. We're going to be here for a good 6 months, just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Upstairs, oh my God. Maybe 3 months. It's humongous. It goes from this building right here all the way over to there. That building. I put in. Yeah, I'm gonna install this device. I'm gonna go install this device. This was a device that they never installed. Um, it's easy, but you got to make sure that it communicates. That's when it becomes a problem. You know, and they need this. This will probably go in a garage or something like that. I don't think so. Let's go check it out. Well, we'll see what they just built the new IT room, so let's go check it out. I don't think it has raised floors. Here's the IT room over here. No, there's no raised floors. That's how they run the wires. All this shit. You know, I worked at Verizon, and I think I forgot where in Jersey it was, but it was like the main hub for the Northeast, and they let us walk through these rooms, right? Their IT rooms and the server rooms. You're able to drive a truck, not like a truck, like a pickup truck, but I mean like a fire truck. That's how big these fucking rooms were, and they specifically made it like that so that the fire department could get in there and fucking put out fires. When you go there, they have to explain that to you. They have to explain to you, hey, listen, if this goes down, we're losing, I think, like a couple $1 million a minute or something like that, or every 30 seconds. I forgot what it was. It was not a comfortable place to work in. I don't know. Um, I don't know, Stella. So I remember when I worked at the Watchtower, which is down there somewhere. When they had that Katrina thing, not Katrina, with Sandy or whatever fucked up this area. That building was running for 2 weeks on its own. So, and that building's old. That building's old. The power went out all over the place, and that fucking building was running 2 weeks by itself with power, heat, everything. They had enough fuel. They had enough fuel in those buildings to go for 2 years or something like that. They told us. Yeah, so basically that's what connects us to the other floors. The other floors are up there. That's what we're working on. Those are going to be a pain in the ass. I don't know if you noticed that the windows up there are a little taller, so it kind of sucks. The big rooms up there. I don't know why they did it like that. But the center of that building has like fucking like 20-foot fucking ceilings. You know, it's really high. And to go through all those devices in that building, it's going to take a very, very, very long time. And when I talked to the lead contractor here, he told us he's not concerned with that. He's concerned about the floor that we're on right now. So I think they already know that it's going to be a big pain in the ass. Yeah, yeah, that's what they had over there. But the coolest thing I've ever seen was, I don't know if you could see it from here. See Tower 4 from here. So right there over there, you guys can't see it, but maybe you can. That's the Freedom Tower. So it's the building to the left of it, the not the black one, but the other one. They had pumps in that building to run the water through that whole building. No joke, they were probably the size of this fucking truck, and they're at the fucking top of the building. Like, I don't know how the hell they get that shit up there. Just to put that shit together is amazing. They were no joke the size of that truck. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Violator. They haven't figured out a better system yet. I mean, the shit that I'm seeing now in a lot of these buildings are these standalone units. They're using these like Fujitsus now. I don't know why. Instead of it's kind of like they're getting away from central air, and I think the reason why is because there might be. I know they have these smoke dampers in these buildings because we had to interface to them, and they close whenever there's a fire. It shuts down so that there's no oxygen, or the oxygen can't fuel the fire. But if they have standalone units, that means that there's no ducts in that building. They just have vents on each side of the building. So if they're not being used, you don't have to fucking really supply like a whole floor. You could just supply the area that you're in. Maybe that's the cheaper way to do it, or I don't know. Well, yeah, obviously cranes, but my point is like, dude, that's a big fucking deal. Those pumps are humongous. They're fucking humongous. There's probably at least like maybe 8 of them up there too. Only up and down. Only up and down elevators. I wish they had fucking shit like that. They did it over there too with that shit. I mean, I don't, they connected these buildings. So these buildings, just to rent out, this building alone, Etsy pays I think 500,000 a month to rent out this building. 500,000 a month. Think about that. I don't know how much they're paying over there. Probably about the same. And that's not a new building. It's an older building. Yeah. Well, I think you get the Legionnaires from the water towers. Um, I had a coworker get that one time. They went into a fucking water tower. There's a floating device in there, and it wasn't reading. A floating device or something with the fans, like the fan, if the fan starts shaking, it fucking shuts off the unit, and it was constantly going off, and they had to replace it. But he went in there without any respirator or anything. He got Legionnaires. Um, they do. They do when when there's construction going on. I don't know about after construction. They might change that. But yeah, there's 13 floors when construction's going. And then there's some weird shit about like Trump. Trump developed a system that like every fifth floor you'd skip a floor or something like that. It's confusing. When I first started coming on these projects, it was very confusing trying to get around. Yeah. Yeah, so for instance, like Mammoth, right? They have Mammoth units in here. Mammoth would come in and basically say, "Oh yeah, you know, they would fix all that shit." But when it comes to the devices, they want us to check it because the Mammoth guys, they're only there for that unit. We're technicians in a way where we can see all these buildings. Actually, these buildings right here, I can get on one server and talk to all 4 buildings remotely. I could go home and talk to all these buildings. I can see every piece of equipment in this building. That one, this one, the one down the street. At one time, I had access to Tower 4. Well, I know what they want to put these like special UV lights in the ducts again. They used to have them in hospitals, and now they want to introduce them again because of the COVID shit. The UV light they're gonna put that's a big fucking. That would have to be a big fucking project, but that's gonna cost a lot of money to put UV lights back in all these fucking all these ducts. And that's another thing. Like we would have to interface to all that to make sure that they're working. So what they did when they got rid of the UV lights, they just got these pressure sensors. They put in fucking filters, and when the filter would get dirty enough, it would start building up pressure in the duct, and then it would send off an alarm. It would give an alarm to the building engineer and saying it would have to be changed. But now, you know, with COVID, I don't know if they're going to do that anymore. I think they're going to have to redo all these fucking buildings. Yeah, probably. You're probably right. Um, I know that in the trade center, they have like they have walkways that you can get on, like kind of like kind of like in a I guess an airport where you just get on it and it takes you wherever. Because they don't want you getting out of they don't want you walking around that building. They want you to walk on this one thing, right? You get in the building and it takes you there. They don't want you wandering around the fucking building. I believe it. Well, it would be the UV lights would be in the ductwork to kill any kind of like virus. That's what they're worried about. The virus traveling through the building through these air ducts. Oh yeah, that whole building, the whole trade center over there. It's an underground. There's an underground city there. If you ever come out to New York, right, and you ever go to the memorial, if you ever been there, there's like a museum. Like you go down this tunnel thing, brings you down to this museum. But what you don't know is that if you go into there's a mall right across like there's this little street here, like kind of like this. You walk into the mall, and the mall brings you down to the subway. You can go wherever, but there's secret doors throughout that mall that you can get into all those other buildings from. I had to learn all that shit when I went down there. And you'd run into Homeland Security down there with friggin' they're all tacked out, like waiting, you know, fucked up. And they would drive around in these they would change shifts, right? And you'd see them come out of the malls, and they would get into these little black vans, like nothing impressive. These like little black transit vans, all the driver would never get out. I noticed that the driver would never get out, but the guys that were relieving them would come. The guys who were coming out would open the doors to the van. The guys would get out of the van. They would talk for a little bit. The other guys would go back in the van. They'd shut the door and they'd take off. I don't know where the fuck they'd go to, but oh yeah, but the violator. Imagine having to try to change a fucking bulb or some kind of light in a fucking duct. I mean, how do you do that? They don't last forever. And plus, you gotta run, power. It's power. It's another expense for these buildings. Most of Newark, most of Newark, people don't know this, but if you've ever been to Newark, Newark's a fucking hellhole. But most of Newark, especially by the Prudential Center, it's all tunnels. There's an underground city in Newark, and I had to go down there because when I was working at Prudential, um, you'd have to get from building to building because all those buildings are technically owned by Prudential. And there's a barber shop down there. There's a food court. There's like you could live down there. It's like a little city. And it's open to anyone who's down there. If you're allowed down there, you're allowed to use anything down there. Anything. They got pools down there. They got whatever. Yes, I don't know. I don't know, Violator. But I can just imagine being a building engineer, being like, oh, fuck, you know, you're probably going to have to get like a service company in there to do it. You got to remember a lot of this equipment in these buildings. It's not that they break. It's like sometimes the equipment that's reading it gets faulty, or there might be something else that's attached to it that breaks. And they got to figure it out, and it doesn't take like 2 seconds, you know. So if you got like a bulb and you're trying to read that bulb, well, what's reading that bulb? The bulb's on. Well, what the fuck's reading it? And they don't want to hear this alarm anymore. They got to get rid of this alarm. So then they got to trace everything, and it's a big pain in the ass. It's a real big pain in the ass. But I mean, it produces jobs. Oh, shit, I thought Anderson Henderson's live. Anderson's gonna be going live at 8. So all right, guys, I'm gonna get going. I'll talk to you later.